On how to find the slope. We're going to start off by just remembering one thing. This is an equation or a function rule. The number in front of the x is actually not only the coefficient, but it is the slope, it's the rate of change. This number is going to tell you just how steep a line is, whether a line looks like this, or whether a line is steeper and looks like this. This number will always give you information, not only how steep it is, but whether it goes up like this or whether it goes down like this. So one way that you could talk about slopes is whether they're positive. Now, from left to right, even though they have arrows on both sides, from left to right, that's a positive slope because it's going up left to right. Now, if it's going down from left to right like this one, that would be called a negative slope. Another way that you can find out the slope, and we've learned a couple ways in class, is to do the rise over the run. Rise over the run is actually pretty easy. You just have to find the rise from any point and divide that by the run of that same to get to the other point. So say I'm going from this yellow point right here, and I'm going back up to the green point. So the first thing I'm going to do is find out how much do I rise from this point to this point. And if you look, I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, I only go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since I was going up and not down from yellow to green, that's a positive 4. Then I'm going to divide that by how much my run is. So if I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, I now have to go to the right 1, 2. And since I go to the right, right is positive, left is negative. So 4 divided by 2 will get me the slope. 4 divided by 2 is equal to a slope of 2. I could do that with negative slopes as well. Okay, and again, it doesn't matter which way you're going. You just have to find. So if I'm looking for this one right here, if I go from this point to this point, I'm going down. So that's negative rise, and then to the right. So it's a positive run. So a negative divided by a positive would still get you a negative final slope. So we know how to do it from a graph. We also know how to do it from a table. We did this in class the other day. If you have a table of values, all you have to do is, first of all, see what the change of the x is. The change of the x is positive 1. The change of the y, in this case, is actually it's going up 2. Each time it's going up 2. And if you do, again, the change of the y first, so that's a little symbol for change of y, divided by change of x. This is just like the rise over the run. You would get 2 divided by 1, or a slope of 2. So we know how to do it from a graph. We know how to do it from a table. But now we're going to learn how to find the slope if you're just given 2 points. Well, if you're just given 2 points, you still actually kind of do the rise over the run, or change of y over the change divided by the change of x. But in this case, to find the change of the y's, you basically are going to take one of the y's and subtract the other y. And you're going to take the two x's and subtract them. Now, you may be wondering, why do they have little 2's and 1's next to the x's? That's so that we subtract the right in the right order. So one of your points you have to call point 1. So if this is point 1, this is the x of point 1 and the y of point 1. And if this is point 2, or coordinate number 2, this is x of point 2 and the y of point 2. So when I do y2 minus y1, I'm taking the y coordinate and subtracting the other y coordinate. So 10 minus 14. Now, since I started with this y, I'm going to start with this x and subtract the x's. 3 minus 5. Now I just have to simplify. 10 minus 14 is negative 4. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And a negative divided by negative is a positive, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So our slope here is a positive 2. Let me show you that one more time with different points. Here again, we have to list one of these. It doesn't matter which one of these you call x1 and x2. In fact, I could call this one x1 and y1, as long as you call one of them point 1 and the other one of them point 2. So now if I want to find the slope, I'm going to do the change of y. Don't forget to do the change of y on top. I know the x comes first, but it's always the change of y divided by the change of x. You always have to put your y coordinates on the top, which is y1, or y2 minus y1. As long as you start at the same point, it's fine. x2 minus x1. So in this case, I call this one my 0.2. So I'm going to start off with y2, so my y-coordinate 6 minus 12, divided by, and now I have x2 divided by x1. So negative 4 minus a negative 6. So 6 minus 12, I could keep change and make that 6 plus a negative 12, which gets you negative 6. And here if I keep, it's subtraction, so I'm going to keep the negative 4. I'm going to add the opposite. So I kept changed. And you get here a positive 2. Negative divided by a positive is a negative answer. So here our slope is 6 divided by 2, or negative 3. And in math, you use the m symbol, or the m variable, to symbolize slope. I could either write slope equals negative 3 or m equals negative 3. And that is how you calculate the slope if you're just given the points. Please watch the video again if you have any issues, and hopefully that helped you.